The simplest way I think about purpose is it's thinking beyond a transactional relationship. So you have a transaction with your suppliers, you have a transaction with your employees, you have a transaction with your customers. And a lot of companies stop there. But the companies that have really embraced the idea of purpose think about the welfare of their suppliers, the welfare of their employees, and the welfare of their customers. And they go beyond just giving the customer the product to think about what are the other needs that customers can meet. So I think of Humana, the health insurance company, and they are working in a number of cities in the US on the social determinants of health, on the behaviors and aspects of the community that lead people to often end up with diabetes. And they're thinking not just about selling insurance, but how about they can actually change conditions in communities to reduce the incidence of diabetes. And of course, that has an economic benefit for them as a health insurer as well.
I'd love to just share something that we're doing,
Please.
because you're absolutely right. It's moving from transaction to relationship and welfare. What's good for me is good for you, and shared value. We started an entire business, we started a girls' business because we knew the research was that girls lose their confidence as they start to go through puberty if they drop out of sports. Girls that stay healthy and well and are engaged in sports do not have this decline in confidence. And there's lots of research done, it's a fact. They don't dip they dip slightly and they come out and they're much stronger. 70% of female CEOs played sports in high school. I'm one of them. So we're getting that message out that keep your daughters in sports, or keep your mentees that are girls in sports, because it is a fact that you're healthier, you're more active, you build teamwork skills, life skills, collaboration skills, resilience skills. You learn to fail, you learn to pick yourself up and get back out there. So we started an entire business, Athleta Girl, with the idea that we're gonna get the word out on staying in the game and keeping girls in sports. A lot of girls are also spoken to in a way that is not good for their psychology. They're spoken to on how cute they look and how sweet they are. We have to change the narrative and how we speak to young girls to build confidence. So we trained our sales associates not to say, oh, you look so cute in that. We asked them to ask the girls how they felt in the product that they were trying on. And we asked them to share the stories of what they were gonna go do. How do you feel? What are you gonna go do? And that message is really important. We have a series of videos that we created to get that message out, and it's the beginning of really changing the conversation that can start at a very young age. And our business is phenomenally successful, growing at 50% per year in this category as a result of parents wanting their girls to see very, very healthy and positive images of what is possible.
And do you think that would have been possible had you not had this clarity of purpose as an organization?
No, I think we might have launched a girls' business, and it would have just been another extension and category versus saying we're gonna actually change how we speak to girls.
And inside your organization, what kind of conversations are you having to get to this, to think about equity and inclusion, and it's connected to your purpose?
Yeah, well, one of the things we also are very passionate about is body type diversity. And again, this goes back to confidence in women. So girls, I shared the story on girls. So much in mainstream media and the fashion media and social media is just horrible right now, what it's doing to the confidence of girls and women in terms of this idea of having to attain perfection. So we were first leaders. 5 years ago, we said we are not gonna just show healthy, strong women with six-pack abs that are size 6 and are 24 years old. So in case you've seen any of the things that we've been doing for the last 4 years, we deliberately said we have to show body type diversity, all sizes. We have to show age diversity. We had a 98-year-old, the oldest living yoga teacher in the world, we put on the cover of our catalog 3 years ago. And let me tell you, that was a scary moment, making that decision. There were a lot of people like, what will everybody else think? If I said, we're gonna do, actually my marketing team convinced me to do it. And we did it. And that was a huge breakthrough moment, celebrating that women are not irrelevant once they pass a certain age. And that, right? And this idea of building confidence through celebrating the power of inclusivity, that not everybody should look or act or be in one dimension, that there are so many incredible dimensions of women and sharing those stories. So if we are rebuilding our size inclusivity strategy starting this fall, we'll have a much larger size range of product. And that is just the beginning. And we're also asking women to help us do this. So we're saying, look, we're not perfect right now. This is a journey. Come join us, be part of this community, and help us get better and better. This is something I'm very, very passionate about. Having grown up in the fashion industry, the fashion industry can really create a lot of problems for women's psychology.